Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is a very special edition of well, not a very, might as well just gonna say an extra edition, if you will, of Let's Draw on Something. I'm Craig Smith, born and raised in 773, relocated to the 901, and suffering in the 256. That's the topic state update on the live stream, but it was another little subject I wanted to fit in. It's titled updates on the regular live stream of Let's Draw on Something, why the last two episodes haven't been done, and also I have to address a Facebook removal on from someone. First off, I've been doing okay. I haven't been able to get the episodes out and do the live stream episodes out because I've been well, work schedule has changed again. They went back to default schedule as usual, because I was going in from 5 to 1:30. Thank God they did change it back to our regular time, which is from 4 in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon. So I'm glad that changed, and then plus I'm off today. But what I want to address though, just make sure I got this correct. What I want to address though, about the live streams is that they're still on. Like I said, I've been kind of been busy wrapped around with other things, and I haven't been trying to get them out on time. And then plus the guest I normally have talking, Jimmy J Smooth from the Jimmy J Smooth Network, who represents the 832, and y'all know how he do. If you don't, get a clue. He had found he had relocated and got a little crib and stuff. And he was giving him time to move in, and then plus he's been busy with his with work and everything. So it's just been pretty busy. But I'm be keeping the live streams up, be keeping these live streams coming. Because like I said, I haven't forgotten. Episode 7, I was going to talk about why I get fired from FedEx, but I'm also thinking about doing a poll on what you guys want me to talk about. But I might just go ahead and ask it on here. What I can tell you, maybe episode 7, Jimmy J Smooth and I will discuss the NCAA selections. What teams had impressed us so far? What teams were a disappointment? And who do we think will be who do we think will win the national title again? Because I think hopefully my boys in North Carolina can pull it off. But the way they play, been playing, when they played against Duke, I was very disappointed with that, especially with Joe Barry the third, when he kept talking about man, when I went to Cameron, I played scared. Let me tell you something. Joe Barry the third, you second or the third, whatever you is, you senior leadership on the team. And them comments right there that you made didn't do nothing but guarantee yourself a shot at the D leagues. So that's where you will be going because of comments like that. You ain't supposed to admit a senior leadership that you went to Cameron indoor playing scared. You ain't supposed to play scared. You scared a freshman for, really? But episode 7, Jimmy and I will talk about this the NCAA tournaments. Who got snubbed? It may be a 2-parter. So just gonna let you know who all got snubbed, who we felt should have got in, and who shouldn't have got in. And I'm thinking about doing a poll. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little verbal poll here. So what do you guys think I should talk about for episode 8 after 7? Should I talk about why did I get fired from FedEx back in 2008? My time in the military, or something of your choosing. So I'll give you guys a platform to decide what you want to talk about. So like I said, episode 7, it hasn't been with all the live streams of Let's Draw on Something, if you will. They haven't been stopped because I haven't, and plus I've been getting some good feedback on a lot of things. Episode 3, when I had Davier Holmes, big shout out to him. They said that was the best one. Because it said it was, from what they listened to so far, it was the best. It was really good and provided some And one viewer who said, he said, Davier really gave me some insight on things that needed to be done, on how he does things and what he had to overcome to get stuff done. And they also asked me what it was that made Davier not want to do, want to stop. Well, it had something. I'll just put it like this. I'll just answer it here. I see, he was focusing on trying to finish up high school. He was getting himself prepared for that, and that was understandable. And he also, he had some angst going on, and that's about it. Teen angst and stuff like that. He was kind of doubting himself a little. So, like I said, just hopefully, but he's in several manga contests right now. And hopefully, I'm praying that he wins some. I mean, he deserves it. He should win some of them. Now, I'd like to address something. I think I addressed it on episode 5. I'm finna switch the camera over because I'm washing. Okay, I'd like to address something on from I think it was episode 5 or 6, I believe. I made mention about someone removing their self off of my friends list on Facebook, and just to do a little test to make sure it wasn't a mistake on their end, I sent them a friend request, it was deleted. Okay. Now, if you all flash back to episode 2, leadership at your employment, and I spoke about a certain individual because I was answering a question. I was answering about a question. I think 13 guy answered the question, and people like 1308, my regular Facebook guys, and like 1308, just shouts out to them, Boom Bada, and a whole bunch of other guys. They replied back by saying, "Damn, that guy did you dirty," which is true. But anyway, I'm gonna get on to the point here. The gentleman, David, he had he had deleted me on Facebook. Now, I'm not crying about it. I mean, I really don't care, but it just goes to show you that, and maybe, now I'm just saying this now, I don't know if he had heard what I said on there, on the video about him, or if his old lady did. I don't know. But I will say this. I mean, my views and things and opinions are solely expressed by me. And I stick by to what I say about some things. If I say something good about you, if it's really good, I stick to it. If I say something, kind of about how is your person, like somebody asked me, hey, what did you think of this person here and there, or they this and that? And if it's something hearsay, if it's something pretty good, yes, I'm going to back it up. If it's bad, I'm going to back it up. I'm not going to, I don't sugarcoat nothing what I say, but ain't no but. I don't sugarcoat nothing what I say or anything. I stick by to what I said. And I made a post Sunday about that. I got a scathing email. It wasn't from him. It was from some jabroni that I used to work with at UPS. So, and I'm not going to call him out, but shame on his ass, okay? So it wasn't a FedEx guy. It was a guy I used to work with at UPS. I'm not going to say his name. But if anybody has a chance, you all go back on episode 2. I had said about with the David gentleman that I wasn't going to bury him, meaning if I buried him live on the show by saying some things, then I hated him. I don't hate people. And that's, I don't hate on a lot of people. I never do. That's not, the only way I hate someone is if they really did something to me that pissed me off to the point where I wanted to seriously hurt them. Okay. Noah Fabu, what's going on? That's how I am. I don't, like I said, there are things that I do hate. I hate certain people's ways. Sometimes there are some, and you got people around here, like sometimes like in my circle, they're kind of like out of touch, so to speak. But I'm gonna get to the point about what I said, and I guess and I believe this is why he removed me, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. And if anybody that's friends with David Snipes, let him listen to this too. The question that I was asked about you, okay, it was on a person. It was both. They asked about you in a professional capacity, and I talked about you in a professional capacity. I'm doing great, brother. I stick by to what I said about how you treated me at the time I worked with you. You were very fickle. Now, granted, I don't know on a personal level, I don't know how you carry yourself as a person, but if you took something personal what I said when I said that I don't think that you have any integrity, then maybe and maybe I was right on that one, because when you removed me off of Facebook, you followed the yellow brick road on that one. Emphasis on the word yellow. Cowardice. For a man to be almost 50 years old, I mean, you shouldn't display no signs of cowardice. You should learn to stand up, stick, stand up and stick up for yourself. You know what I mean? But I stand by what I said. I did say that there are some things about you as leadership goes and how you carried yourself. I stick by that. I really do. I stick by that to what I said. And if you have some things to say about me, don't talk. Let me tell you something. If you got things to say about people or anything, let me hold on a second. But like I said, if you got things to say about me in general, don't go off on the side of your neck talking to your peers about it. Don't just dismiss it about it. Talk to me face to face if you had an issue about what I said. That way we clarify it up. Cause if the shoe was on the other foot, and if you had to say some things about me, I would have hit you up. I'm like, hey man, I didn't appreciate some things that you said, or anything, or about this and about that for me. The truth, it hurts. See, it's called being a man. It's called being an adult. And like I said, you took the yellow brick road by just removing me on Facebook. And I ain't feeling salty about it. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you did or not. But it just showed a sign of just how much of a coward you were. And just how, as I said, lack of tact. So if anything, I had every right to attack you on a personal level about that. Now, and I'm gonna say this here: if anybody that's listening to this feed, if you're gonna attack a person personally, just attack them. Just attack that person. Don't attack two things you don't do. You don't attack their family. You might really, in the man's case, you don't attack his wife or his child. And that goes the same for a woman. If you attack a woman, don't attack her husband or a child or whatever. See, there's limits to that. Now, I never attacked him as far as about his wife and his family and all this other stuff go. I don't do that. I just attacked him as far as how he handled himself as a professional. But he showed me just how, like I said, he followed the yellow brick road. As they said in Wizard of Oz, he followed the yellow brick road, keyword yellow, by just going ahead and removing me off Facebook. Instead of just going ahead and talking about it. But I forgot, you ain't got time. People in hell don't have time to suffer. But they do. But but like I said, it is what it is, and just end it on this little subject, and then I'm gonna say some little things go back onto the Facebook edit. I stick by to what I said, how he handled himself as professional toward me back then, and like I said, I've heard from several people how he handles himself now. It's basically tit for tat. Because everything that I said about Dad, somebody don't like it. Are you serious? Because everything that I did say in episode 2 about him, I had several folks inbox me on Facebook, and I'm not going to say their names. They said, Craig, everything you described around that time, I was there when it all happened. I was there when it all happened. Because I'm going to detail everything thorough on the Why Did I Get Fired back in 2008 episode. Because I'm going to talk about some things on there, what happened to me on a personal level and stuff like that. You know, now, if, like I said, now, if David or if he felt some type of way about what I said, hey, I apologize. However, I stand by to what I said about you on a professional level. Now, if you want me to get personal about it, I can't. I just did, and I reemphasized just how yellow and gutless and that you displayed, a little long, or how's the young kid said, you being petty. You know, being petty by moving on Facebook, that ain't gonna solve nothing, dog. Come on. So that's what I'm saying. If anybody got, the most powerful weapon is on social media when you don't want somebody to post something like on Twitter, it is the mute. Now Facebook has a mute conversation. Now, and hell, and believe me, I muted several folks on Facebook. There's still some that's out there that's still posting up status updates like it's fucking Twitter. And they need to stop. That's what Twitter is created for. You know? But, David, if you had a problem with me, dude, I'm calling you out publicly. If you had a problem with me about what I said, there's also another powerful weapon that you can use that I'm utilizing right now, recording this YouTube live video. It's called, right there. And since you went so far as to went on Facebook and see, and I did, and like I said, I will admit, I did resend you that friend request just to be sure if it wasn't a mistake. So when you deleted it, that confirmed it right then and there. You heard what I said. So, and you know, and here's another thing. When people want to block you, and I've noticed that people who block you on social media, you forgot there's this thing called Google. You can still see what they said about you. So don't be surprised. Even if you do remove it, it's still out there, dog. It's still out there. Whatever you post, it's still going to be out there regardless if you removed it or not. It's still going to be out there. So, I mean, you know, since he went out the way, removed my friend requests and stuff like that, he could have went out the way and clicked about info, and my phone number's listed. He could have hit me up on my email. I got a Gmail account. I got a Gmail email account now. I barely check my Yahoo, which I need to do some spring cleaning on that because I got a shitload of. I got messages dating back to 2014 still on there that I got to remove. So, I mean, you know, hey, it is what it is. I ain't mad about it. I'm gonna continue just being. I'm gonna continue being me, doing what I do best. And that's that's drawing, working, and taking care of number one. That's what I'm gonna continue. Hey, that's what I'm gonna continue to do best. So, if he had if he had a problem with that about what I said, he could have just been man, if you will, to talk about it with me instead of just going ahead and remove me. See. That's little kid shit. So enough about that. But the bottom line is this: people, if you got a problem with what somebody say on social media about you, don't mute them, don't unblock them, don't unfriend them. Talk it out with them. I mean, like I'll share a story here. Like I had a little issue with my cousin once upon a time, and he hit me up. He didn't like the fact that I said what I said because I told him I said, hey, I said, I'm honest as they come, Hey, he can tell you himself. I said, but see, here was the one thing that he did do. He responded on Facebook, but he also called me. Now, I'll tell you how the results of that phone call went. He didn't like what I had to say. And then when I said what I said, he took a bitch route by hanging up. So when I called him back, I politely gave him the nicest voicemail there ever was, and I just told him that if you ever do, regardless, if you think you can afford to talk crazy to me and to hang up on me and talk out of turn the way that you did, that would be your last time. And I let him know. I said, hey, you still fam though, man, but I don't play like that. I just let them know. And it's just how it is. But I'm not saying, you go off on a person by threatening them. Like I said, I gotta redo all this shit. Don't threaten the person. Just go on. If you got a problem with somebody, if somebody was what they say about you on social media or anything, blocking the person and unfriending the person ain't the answer. Talk it out. Be an adult. That's what I said from my Facebook vacation. Be an adult. Talk it out. But you got all these chumps around talking about I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like talking on the phone. Fuck you got a phone for? Oh, I just text and play the games. You still talking when you texting. So with that out the way, with that out the way, hey, just we kind of got to concentrate on this because you can kind of tell I kind of messed up on something here. So I'm gonna work on it. But like I said, leave your thoughts and comments and let me know what you think. So until then, y'all, be ready for episode 7, the NCAA tournament with Jimmy J. Smooth, as we talk about the NCAAs and what teams disappointed us and everything else that's been going on. All right. Y'all be good.